Hi guys, this is ID Stitching Faye back with the Floosstube number 17 and today's date is March 23, 2023. Not on purpose, when I started it I realized it's a matching date 23, 2023. And again, it's the Floosstube number 17. And today's Floosstube is gonna be about Easter, a little bit of a religious stitching, and whole lot of finishes, past, framed and unframed. Then I'll go through my whips, or the way I call it is VIPs. They are VIPs for me. And that's gonna be, I think, enough time. I do not edit my videos, so if I stumble and fumble, I apologize. One time, one of my earlier videos, if you guys watched it, you have seen I tried to put a 10-second intro with the music. It took 6 hours to upload, and on top of it I have a Mac Air. It started overheating, and I was hearing the fan is working, and my computer was so hot you could not touch. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna break my stuff, and it's stressing me out. So I decided, no, I'm gonna do improv. So if you guys see it, make a mistake, it's because I don't edit. And it's like in a high school improv, you know, they give you the topic, you just pick up stuff and you talk about it. So that's good. This is gonna be my cross stitch improv. And again, I live in Southern California, and it's been really raining, thunder, so really odd weather for us. We're supposed to be on drought, but they don't let us use the water. But my backyard has a little puddles of tiny lakes or stuff. So, and the noise of the rain, I could not record because it was so loud, the thunder and rain. If I recorded on it, the noise alone would drive you crazy. Right now I have a little bit sun coming out, not a lot. It's not ideal situation. The lightings, I like natural light instead of the lights, lamp lights. But you know, if I don't do it next time around, I might be next month. And I do have a lot of Eastery stuff. My sister and some people told me like, oh, you should divide the finishes in separate so people won't get tired of to seeing a whole bunch of finishes at once, and I'll have more content, which is correct. I should do that. But I also thought about it, and I'm like, I think people don't mind if I show more than once my finishes. I hope you guys don't, and if you do, you can just, if you've seen a previous video and you don't want to see the same finish shown again, you can just skip it. And I do like to show more than once because I watch other Flosstubers and they have finishes shown. Sometimes I go back and watch again because I might have missed something. So that's my thinking of showing a lot of finishes one time, and I might not show some finishes next time. Or I repeat the finishes. I also want to do some videos where I highlight a designer. Even I have shown previously that work. If I'm like highlighting Hands Across the Sea, I got the red box over there. I will show previous finishes and whips again, or Blackbird design or Mira's. So I think it's gonna balance it, and hey, my videos will be this way. The way it works is, for me, it's easier. I'll show fully finishes, then FOs, finished items that are not fully finished. Then I'll go through my whips, or the way I call it, VIPs, which they are important, very important to me. And I'll go from here. My very best work I have, and if you ask me which one you choose as your favorite, and would be this Valvervo Jesus, and it's sold in, at least I bought it from Hobby Lobby. In one point it was also on clearance, $9. I stitched him on a 32 count white linen. The kit came with the 14 count Ida, but I thought because there's a lot of open space and I want it to look like it's a portrait instead of cross stitch, so I did it this way. I stitched him in 7 days, but the way I stitched it, I would not recommend anybody. It was crazy. 2 days out of the 7 days, I did not sleep. Honestly, I felt weird. Up to here, I was okay. When it came to his eyes, I felt weird, so I stayed all night and stitched his eyes. It's sepia colors, but it has a lot of color change over here. A lot of color change. And he brings peace to our family. I did want to stitch again to people that a lot of people are not cross stitcher in my people I know. There's only, I know 2 people who understand cross stitch. So, but people who don't know cross stitch have shown interest on this, and I thought I was stitch again for those people, but so far it was on clearance Hobby Lobby, $9. I didn't think of it to buy the kit for the clearance, for the floss. I had the pattern, so I thought, like, what do I need the second one? Now I wish I did. So it's an anti-glare glass because it's white and I want him to, excuse me, live with us forever. So I put him behind the glass and he is always looking over my family. So this is Jesus. From Valverbo. In my native tongue, we say Jesus Christos. And I thought it's appropriate to show my favorite portrait on Easter video, which is gonna be my Easter video. I think next video I'm gonna do is gonna be after Easter. Excuse me, my throat is getting a little bit dry. So second favorite one is this one, the footprints in the sand. And let me show you guys. And this is from Leisure Art Leaflet. Excuse me, Leisure Art Leaflet, and from 80s. And I did stitch this about 10 plus years ago. I always loved this poem. I know it's all over the plates and plaques and stuff, but fun fact about this poem, this was my first poem that I read it in English on my own, and I learned English when I was older, and it resonated with me so much. I was crying. So it has a lot of meaning for me and my house, for me and for my family. I have stitched this twice. This is not the called for colors. This one is for me on the browns, try to match my decor. I stitched called for colors for my sister, and I might stitch again for a friend who also showed interest for this poem. Footprints in the sand. Dimension has a kit, smaller version, it's easier to stitch. I think Jamlin has a kit too. I seen it. I'm not sure if Stony Creek has it, but I have a feeling they might, because this is it was very popular 80s and 90s. So Footprints in the Sand by Leisure Arts, my version. Okay, let me show you some bunnies. Some bunny. Lizzie Kate, Clara O'Hare, and Henry O'Hare. I have the reprints. At the time when they were out, I was not buying, I guess, these ones, or I did not, or I was not into cross-stitching, I don't know. So I got the reprints. So there are some accessories, they changed it, but I'm grateful. 1, 2, 3, Stitch got the rights and they reprinted. $12 with accessories. So I stitched this last year, but I never fully finished it. This year, I fully finished them. Let's start with Henry. window light, so we're gonna work with it. Henry O'Hare, I stitched on 32 count cold 4 fabric and DMC floss. Yes, the accessories, you see it here, are different. And if you see over here, there's a chain. I lost it, but I thought if I don't finish it this time, it's gonna last another year. So I just sewed it in with invisible thread, this, and this accessories. I used the matching fabric for both of them. And I wanted to put a pink, it's not a cording, it's more just a, not floss, knitting floss. So Henry O'Hare, I could have done better job, but I thought it's good enough. And it's not a heirloom piece, so it's okay if I made some mistakes. I know it's not perfect, but you know, better finish than have it all sitting on the side. So let's see. Claire O'Hare. This one is not the cold for fabric. The pattern did ask for pinkish fabric, so I had something from my stash left over. So it was 28 count. Yeah, 28 count. So I just used mine. The accessories I hot glued it because the carrots, there's no other way to this. I have some hot glue sticking out. Rest of it, invisible thread. I attached it with invisible thread. Also stitched with DMC floss, and on purpose, one is taller than, no, actually this one is the same size. I thought one was taller. I thought he was taller. Might be, I don't know. Maybe I'm holding it wrong. He was a little bit taller. When I stand them together, he's a little bit taller. So Henry and Claire O'Hare from Lizzie Kate, and they are available 1 to 3 stitch. So those are my only fully finishes, and those are new fully finishes. I did not stitch now, but I did finish them. And now let's go through my finishes, previous finishes. So the first one I have here is this one. It is called Turquoise Graphic and Designs, Counted Cross Stitch Designs. Cherished Emerald. Turquoise Graphic Designs, that's the company. And I stitched this long time ago, like the Star Wars says it. And I stitched on my hand-dyed fabric. I think this way it will look better. Let me just adjust myself. It's like a Fabergé eggs, Russian Fabergé eggs. It looks like that way. It's all beaded. I still need to, if I did it now, I would have done on linen. I still need to use 28 count, but look at this. This is all beads. I don't think it will fit anything lower than 28 counts. So 14 count was good, but I'm not crazy about my skills of, you know, dyeing fabrics. That's not my strong point. Okay, and then I have, it's a set. So again, me and my sets, Pink Elegance. And I stitched this on 14 count white Aida or Aida. Again, those are all Fabergé eggs, you know. And I had one finished to ornament, and I don't know where I put that, the blue one. So this one is the Pink Elegance. I have this one, which is Crimson Treasure. I don't know if they're available or not, but because this is 10+ year old stitching I'm showing you guys. I stitched this on 14 count cream Aida. And the last one, the one I lost the finished one, it's fully finished one. It is bejeweled, and I finished it as ornament with a white Aida, but I think I want to stitch them again with linen, and I want to do different kind of finishes or frame them. I might just put them next to each other and frame them in a row. That's what I am thinking of doing it on 28 count with a hand dyed, like more background, greenish, golden green. I seen it, Fabricious Fabrics has that fabric. That's what I'm thinking doing them. This ones I'll make it to ornaments, but I do want to make them in one row. I have this JBW old finish. I stitched this bunny several times with different colors. It says variegated DMC 14 count Aida. I could find only this one, but I know I have stitched it on purple, on pink, and I think I stitched it on green too. And I finished it. Either I sold it, I gave away, or I lost them. And I don't have the pattern anymore. I used to stitch one time and sell my pattern. Then I regretted it. So now let's see. Again, I think it's Bent Creeks. March Blows. 14 count Aida again. March Blows. This one I never got around finishing them. It's Lizzie Kate Easter. It's supposed to be the back like this, and I had to make a mat, put a thin mat and attach them with this running stitch. The pattern comes with this one. I added this one. I just took the flowers and I added this, and I put the Easter word here. 14 count blue Aida. One that I'll finish it into, I was thinking of making a ornament, but I might make a needle book like this, you know. So let's see. Stitched item, FO, Lizzie Kate. My ring is flying around. This is RTM. I'll go back. Again, 14 count Aida. And I cannot find the pattern. I think I don't have it anymore. I wish I didn't sell it, because now I'm thinking if I didn't done it smaller, I could have done, I would have had more options. But this is older, before they reprint. I had those patterns before a reprint. I sold them, then I regretted it. So this is the Easter turkeys, because they are turkeys and they are wearing the bunny hats. This one I already showed, but I want to show again. Brenda Gervais with Dye Needle and Thread. The only thing I'm missing, I still don't have it, is the ribbon. And this is gonna 32 count Belfast linen cream. And this is gonna be pillow. First I thought I wanna frame it, but I think I'm gonna make it into a pillow. And I used in the spirit colors. They are not the called for colors, but I chose from my own hand-dyed floss. I have this bunny. I was supposed to make it into let me show you guys, like a long pillow. I even put the interface on it. And my hair. All right, Easter Express by Lizzie Kate. I'm assuming 1, 2, 3 stitch still has it. 14 count Aida. And either a call for colors or the spirit of the call for colors. Easter Express. Hopefully next year I can show fully finishes. This one is Prairie Schooler Bird Songs 2. Sometimes I put notes like this so I remember, because I tend to forget the names and the titles. It's a bird song 2. So I'm assuming, oh yeah, there's a bird song 1 also. So again, 14 count Ida Fiddler's Cloth, I think, from big box stores. Again, it's a older finishes. And I believe this is the companion piece. Bird Songs 1, yeah. Again, Prairie Schooler, Bird Songs 1. Book number 1 to 8. So if it's 1 to 8, I'm assuming that's 1 to 9 maybe. So this is Prairie Schoolers, and these two are a set like that. Hopefully one day inspiration will come and I will finish them, but until then they are sitting pretty over there. I have this one, La Dida Easter Bunny, not called for colors. I chose my own, and I think it's monochrome, one color that you use for the whole design. 18 count Ida Fiddler's Cloth, I think. Again, just put a red bow on it. Again, I wanted to do a pillow, then I decided to frame it, then I put it away. That's what happens when I'm not sure how I want to finish it and I don't want to rush it. I just put aside. So I think about it. If inspiration comes, I just pull one and I finish it. Spring Easter, Prairie Schooler. This is from the pattern that has two sides. It says it has the big one, and at the back of the pattern it has the smaller one. This is the back of the pattern. I think it's all called for colors. And this one I have the pattern. It is Country Cottage Needleworks, and it's called Springtime Serenade. I stitched this one on 18 count hand dyed Ida, but I am not sure the dyer. I did not record it. So Country Cottage Needlework. Okay, and the last one, I tried to change the colors. I'm not that crazy about it. So Lizzie Kate, and I did the Easter sampler. I didn't even use the charms. So I'm gonna restitch this one on vintage country mocha 32 count, because this one I use my own colors instead of the called for, and I came up with this 14 count Ada. It is okay, but I think it's too... Is it gonna rain again? I don't know. I'm not that crazy about it, but it's here. So that's the last of it. I think I have this stitched also. Oh no, that's the, yeah. This is the pattern before it's reprint, Easter Express. The blue bunny that I showed, 14 count blue Ida. I'm like, what? For this one. So this is the pattern name. Okay, and now I'm moving around too much. I want to go through my works in progress. I have quite a bit done. it's been about 2.5, 3 weeks. So I did start with the Prairie Schooler because I was waiting for the new one. It didn't come on time, so I started him, which year is this one? I think it's 2005. So the sunflower Santa. I just started it with excuse me, 16 count chocolate Ida. This is what I started all my Santas, so I'm not changing the fabric. All of them I want to be uniform, so I'm continuing with the 16 count Ida for all my Prairie Schooler Santas. I am gonna start also the one that 2023 just came up. So, but I received it already, but at the time when I want to start it, I didn't have it. IA 1812 Northumberland samplers. This is a PDF I purchased. I didn't find the cover page with my PDF, so I just printed the sampler from the page after I purchased it, because pattern came with the PDF but not the cover page. Maybe it's there, I didn't see it. So it's IA 1812, and I'm working on you guys gonna recognize this fabric. 40 count creme brulee by Tabby Cat. This one was I purchased it Hands Across the Sea samplers. Which one was it called? Florence Mary Dickinson's. It was put for that one, but it has a lot of yellow flowers, and I thought like this darkness would kind of dull the yellowness, because this fabric was darker than most Tabby Cats, and the fabric designer did say that for Florence Mary Dickinson's one batch was very dark because of the weather. So I did washed it several times, then I soaked it on OxyClean. It took up a lot of the brown from the fabric, but I still thought it was not, I just didn't feel for Florence Dickinson, which I'm gonna do it with Nirvana from the when I start I'll show you guys the dyer's dyer's name is Rachel, but I forgot her Floosstube channel. So I'm gonna do it on Nirvana. This one I thought will work, and it's really I dulled out the fabric quite a bit. It was darker because it's old and it's all grimy and, you know, dirty. I thought it will work for this project. So this is what you call it, IA 1812, and it's from the Etsy shop. I don't think it sells anywhere else. I purchased it from the designer from the Etsy shop, and immediate download. I think the designer's from Australia. I might be 100% wrong. I'm just giving you guys what I've done. It doesn't mean I am right, it just, that's how I did it. I'm trying to put away as I go. All right, next one from Dimensions Gold Petite Collection, Hydrangea in Bloom. It is available from Amazon and everywhere else. This is not out of print design. And last time I showed you guys, I had it up to here. So everything down, the pot, I had some of the soil, so I finished the soil and finished it and backstitched the pot. So what I need to do, let me see. Yeah. what I need to do is the background. It's a half stitches and all the back stitches of the leaves, and that's it. My only regret is, if you guys see the half stitches, as I usually do, I did the bottom leg, so it went like this. My top leg goes like that. So next time if I do a back stitches like dimensions, I'm gonna do the half stitches my top leg, not the bottom leg of the eggs. That was my only thing that I regret not starting it, but there's no way I'm gonna start again. I am really thrilled, and it was so much fun to work on Ida after working on 40 count. So I do like to mix it up, big counts, small counts, different kind of fabrics. It keeps my interest up, so I don't mind working on 40 count and I'm working on 18 count Ida or 28 count, so I like to mix them up. So this is a hydrangea by Dimensions, and it's gonna make too much noise, so I'll put it this way, I'll put it away later. All right, next one. Yes, Blackbird design. A Heart Remembers. I had little bit of a trouble. I miscounted, so I had to frog it out a little bit. That's why there's not a lot of progress for this design. But I did stitch it. I pulled it out quite a bit. So last time I had these three. I added the house, and I counted from this bird the frame, and the frame did not match. So I found out over here the little bit of the, I had to count 3, I counted 4, so I was 1 off. So I had to take it out, all the border, recount it from the house and restitch it so it touches the leaf, but that's okay. Now it's all counted. My only thing is, next time when I come back, I have to put a note out for myself not to count any of the motifs from this one, because this is in the wrong place. But these 4 are in the correct place, so I have to count it from here, not from this bird. If I count it, I'm gonna miscount again. So right now the border matched. That's good because it has a lot of, I already closed it. It has the border that has to match, so that's why I took it out. I could have left it, but I thought then I have to fudge it around here, but I like the whole design. I didn't want to fudge it. This is, I stitched on 40 count Tahoe Picture This Plus. I know that one because I have started that time several projects with the Tahoe, and this one was one of them. So then, excuse me. Okay, I worked on Elizabeth Furness 1836 by Hands Across the Sea samplers. And I'm going from the bottom where the guy is, bottom right for me, but when I show it, bottom left for you guys. I started here, I have a little bit done, and I head up to this duck. And I even made a comment about the ducks, zebra ducks. And let me see, one commenter actually checked it out, and she told me, I did not check out myself, but I trust her. I made a comment about the platypus and zebra ducks. If you guys see it over here, there's 4 zebra ducks. And Jen, one of the beautiful viewers, I have the best viewers ever. They're so nice, and we always joke on the comments, and you guys are awesome. So anyways, Jen Googled it, and she found out there's a pink-eared duck, which is a distinct zebra stripes. And she said, so yes, they really are real. So thank you, Jen. I was laughing so hard when she made that comment. Yeah, Jen, you made my day that day. Thank you for checking it out and letting me know. That was wonderful. So zebra ducks do exist. And anyways, back to what I was doing. So I head up to here. So I'm trying to finish the grass, then go up. But I started the house. And I am stitching. My daughter is making noises. I'm stitching this on 40 count old sheet by Extrude Design. Might be my neighbors. Extrude Design, and it's the 40 count even weave that Extrude Design hand dyed it. What I'm using is Vicki Clayton silks. There's a pack in her website. I purchased the pack. It comes from tiny bobbins, and they are so pretty. They match to the DMC Vicki Clayton silks. So from here on, everything is new. And I have 3 ducks now. I just did 1 more. If you guys see this area, I skipped it. It's 1/1. I just was not feeling a 1/1 stitching that time, so I skipped it. I can go back and do it later because I think there's 2 ships looking each other. I'm gonna do the other one too and do the 1/1 that time. But this is the middle, I think. I wanted to do the house to have a little bit variety. Grass is easy. Goes pretty fast. I think it's the gardeners. I get distracted so fast, the noise and stuff, so let's see if I can finish it without looking around that much. All right, then I'm doing the red sampler. Everybody else is doing it, so I thought I should jump into that bandwagon as well. I am doing Red Rhapsody by Rosewood Manor. Red Rhapsody, yeah. And I'm working with 38 count Legacy Linen Brewer's Melt. So last time around I had all of this. Let me just show it on the design. I had this, all of it, and I did mention it. I miscounted over here, so, but the L and M is correct, so I started recounting from here. So I worked, I had, let me see, these 2 rows. I added the 3rd row and down. I have marked it 2023 for this one, so I am working little by little. Red Rhapsody, all right. By Rosewood Manor. Where's the... Oh, and I am using the Silks for You silks from Australia, not Austria. Why is it blowing up? It's not as bright as it shows in the camera. It has more variegation. So it has a soft variegation. I like it, and I got a hang, and that floss goes on forever. I have used it in so many projects, and I still have all of it. So after that, I received if you guys see that red box, it's a Nicholas Letters from Europe box that has, she showed on her video, so I can talk about it now. Travels in Europe and the countries, and whole bunch of samplers from all around Europe, not all of it, 7 samplers. It has Greece, it has France, it has Austria, Belgium, England. So I got inspired and I wanted to stitch because I do have a little bit of a background in Europe, but I found it first with my native language, which is Armenian, and I started this 2017 Armenian alphabet. This is a French country that prints it. So I had it before I start that. I decided to do work on my older alphabet. This is really big one, 36 count, not 36 count natural linen, and it has 39 letters, but you only stitch 36 of them. The 3 of them are letters that put them together, 2 letters, and you make the letter. I don't know how to say it in English, but like you add the lowercase letters together and it makes another sound. So I'm gonna stitch 36 letters, but the alphabet has 39. That's how it works. So I am using DMC floss and blended filament, Kranic, and I'm quite a bit done. I just need 1 full row and 1 half row, and that's it. After I finish this, which is the Armenian alphabet from Philanthropy, they do all the alphabets that you can find it. They have it. Big and small countries or languages, they have all of them. Pretty cool company. And so yeah, I'm gonna try to do this one. The next one I'm gonna do it. So I was born in Armenia. Until I was small, we came out. Long story. My mom's family, everybody is from Greece, born, raised. So they do have. I grew up with the Greek culture too. My dad's family is from France. What I mean is, including my dad, were born, raised, lived in France. Some of them end up in Armenia, and I was born there. And yeah, and I want to stitch all the alphabets that my family is influenced by, and I want to stitch few of the alphabets that my husband's family is influenced, and also all the languages we speak. So I want to have a wall of all the alphabets of all the cultures and languages we speak. My mom and my dad were linguists. Their specialty is languages. Each one of them spoke 5 languages, and I want to honor all those languages and make a wall. So that's my idea, but I want to first finish the Armenian alphabet, then the Greek and French, and I have English, a lot of them, and let's see what else I can add it. Yeah, I think those are the old alphabets right now. I have it and I'm good with it. So that's the biggest one I'm working on, and I started 2017. I think it's time I should finish it. This is Margaret Doyley, 1850. This is exclusive from Kitten Stitcher, and she still has it. I just checked her website. She still has it, but it's not gonna be forever. And if you like it, you can only get from her website. Margaret Doyley is a smaller one of the Hands Across the Sea samplers. Usually they are bigger, like the furnace one. Thankfully, my border matched. I did a little bit more here, the leaves, and I tried to match the border. For her, for the Antiques Reproduction samplers, I do put the girl's name, the stitcher's name, right the way it's charted. But around here, somewhere in a corner, I usually put my initials and the year I finished it in case my family wants to know who stitched this. So I put the year and the finish of the original stitcher, and I add my year and my initials somewhere around the sampler, but I don't make it the highlight of the sampler. So my initials and the year usually are 1/1, and they are tucked in somewhere, like with the leaves or with something that blends in. So Margaret Doyley, 1850, Hands Across the Sea. I do hope I want to finish this one too, because I'm gonna stitch all 7 of them, and I think there's 8, one bonus chart. I love that so much that I think I'm gonna stitch them all. She did such a beautiful job with the charts and the presentation. The reason I'm not showing it now, you guys, Nicola already made a video, you guys can see it, but I also got inspired when I saw it. So what I want to do, I think it's gonna take a long time for me to do update and oh my goodness, 45 minutes already, update and a video about the box. So what I thought, I might just do a video, maybe extra, or just a one update, Hands Across the Sea. And I want to show what I have kitted up, what I'm stitching now, my one finish, and open up the box and we can explore together what fabrics I chose and what flosses I'm gonna use. I want to do separate video. That's what I'm saying. I will title it because I know people that are mirror watchers. I have people who like smalls. I do that. So I'm trying to title it such a way so you know what you're gonna see in my videos, because it's so much mishmash everything. I'm not doing only samplers or only fancy ladies or only smalls. So it's kind of, I'm trying to be fair with the people so they know what they're gonna expect in this video. And I want to do one more. I wanted to heads up, not the next video after that one. Next video I might be do regular update. I want to do Mira parade. I want to show all my, I'll take the big ladies out of the wall and go around the house, pick up all the big framed mirrors. I do have quite a bit, and not framed mirrors finishes. I want to do parade of finishes, kits. I think I have to do that 2 videos, and I want to show also, those are all mirror charts, show my stash of mirrors that are not kitted. So those are the 3 videos I'm planning to do. So 1 Hands Across the Sea and 2 mirror videos, but I will title it. So if you're not interested samplers, you won't watch that. You're not interested fancy ladies, you can just skip that video. Those are more like one designer. And if I see how it works and if people like it, I might just do one for Plum Street, one for with a needle and thread and Lizzie Kate. So let's see. I have plans. And I talk too much. I apologize. All right, I picked up one of my older starts. I'm not doing one at a time. I'm doing all 9 of them together, and it's Little House Needleworks, Early Americans. I'm working on 32 count Rachel Desert Sand Linen. I started this series 2020, and I stitched these 3. Betsy Ross. I had John Hancock. Just get closer. So this is Betsy Ross. I am doing mix of the hand-dyed floss and DMC if I don't have them hand-dyed. John Hancock, Martha Washington, and I just needed 2 more stitches. I finished that. Martha Washington, the reason I picked up Rachel from Needle and Flax. That's the fabric from Nirvana. See, I can remember things. So she was doing a series on the First Ladies. You guys have to go watch her series. I loved it. So because of her video, I picked up and I finished Martha Washington and started my hair. Started and finished it. Nathan Hale. This is full stitching. That was a lot, but I did it. So I decided to finish it the way I started it, not to restart. I tend to second guess myself a lot and restart. So I'm just gonna plug in rest of it. I have 2 more in this row and 3 more, so 5 more. And I'm gonna finish this because I love the chart, I love the design, but because okay, that's the fabric color. But because I see people stitch different color fabrics, lower counts and stuff, I second guess myself and I'm like, maybe. And I wish I don't do that, but I'm trying to talk myself out of it. And if I liked it, I started it, I should finish it, not restart everything. So I worked on this one for Easter, the Cricut collection. What is the name of it? Easter. And the pamphlet number is 311. And where is it? Okay. I'm working with 32 count witch of linen. So I had this chocolate bunny already, and I had the A. I had the beginning of the second chocolate bunny. So I finished this one and the lettering and the flower, everything. And I started with the T, then I got bored and I put aside. No, I got, I think, the new shipment or new patterns, that's why. This one, the patterns asks for hand-dyed floss. I did not have it, so I used DMC. For the ears, it was DMC floss. I used the hand-dyed floss because my grandma's house, she used to have bunnies and their fur looked like that. So Easter bunnies with the Cricut collection. I thought I put them together. All right. I know the pattern name, but I lost the heritage sampler from Plum Street Samplings. I think I dropped it. All right, heritage sampler from Plum Street Samplers. Worked on this. This is the end of it. So I want to do the border. Vintage at 40 count vintage country mocha. And it has a series of 3. The reason I use vintage country mocha is because I'm trying to do all 3 of them and I want the color of the floss, fabric to match. That's why I did that. And it is on 40 count. Those are 1/1. Most of it was here and the flag, and there's one more small motif over here, but rest of it is fast stitch. And I want to finish at least this one this year because there's 2 more and I want to finish it. I don't know, I have some goals, so I want to start the second one on Independence Day, July 4th, which will be my anniversary of 1 year for the Floosstube. Time flies so fast, I have no idea how it goes by that fast. And yeah. And this is Plum Street Samplers, Heritage Sampler, that I have no idea where is the cover page. Honestly, I thought I hit it. Okay. Blackbird Designs, Mother's Garden. This is a small one. I'm enjoying myself, that's why I'm not pushing myself to finish it. And I'm stitching Picture This Plus Tahoe. It's the same cut that I did the other Blackbird Designs. I started several Blackbird Designs with the Picture This Plus Tahoe because I really like that greenish, goldish, like a antique color that fabric has it. Even though the camera doesn't show. And it's on 40 count. Let me see if it shows over here. Do you guys see it? Like this part is greenish, this part is goldish. The fabric is so hard to show. Okay, I'm gonna bring it closer and it's gonna blow up the colors. So I had this one, I had this and this. I added this. Actually, I had these 3. I added these 3 and this and another chocolate bunny. I know it's a brown bunny, but I love to say chocolate bunnies. And how many? I have 2 more motifs over here, 1 big tree and 1 small tree and a border, and the small Mother's Garden at the bottom. What it is over here, so you guys can see it. it says initials around all over. What I'm gonna do is all the girls or moms, grandmas initials, I'm gonna put it here. We are 4 sisters. I'm gonna put my mom's biological and my stepmom's initials, my grandparents' initials, my nieces, my daughter, and I think I have enough space to put my husband's mom's initials too. So I'll see. I'm gonna try to put the women that are in our lives and in heaven or on earth, all the women in our family. Anyways, so Mother's Garden Blackbird design. Yeah, this one. This is a little bit hard for me to work on. The pattern is not hard. It's just I'm doing for my mom memorial piece. Until we meet again. And this is I'm working on 28 counts Star Sapphire Jubilee. And the reason I'm working 28 counts, these parts, they are all beads, and for beading you need bigger count. And I did a little bit, but then I stopped. I'll show you guys. I worked on this leaf and this flower. It's still not done, but I'm working on it slowly but surely. I started this on the year that the pattern was printed, 2020. And the poem is very pretty. So yeah, it is. I lost her from earthquake and she was 35 years old, so it's a little bit sad. I worked on Dear Heart by Kathy Barrick, and I'm working on 40 count ancient Newcastle linen. Picture this plus. I've done quite a bit stitching on this pattern. I'm so happy. This fabric is such a pretty fabric. You guys have no idea. Look at it. So basically I had this 2 leaves, 2 flowers. I added all of this and highlighted the deer. I am trying to highlight the deer and the flowers, so if I'm going somewhere or I'm waiting on something, I can just fill in. So I'm keeping this for fill-ins on appointments and stuff, but I'm working on it. Dear Heart by Kathy Barrick. All right, I think that's all my works in progress. 57 minutes. Oh no, actually, never mind. Right now I'm working two projects. I'm getting ready for Mira May. I usually do a lot of Miras on May, and I start most of my Miras on May because May 26th is my birthday. So for my birthday, I do a whole bunch of fancy ladies. That's my thing, and I've been doing it for years. So I want to finish few Miras before I start a whole bunch of new. And if you guys seen it my beginning videos, you'll know that I do stitch a lot of Miras as well. So June bag, because it had this cute Eastery colors, although I do have a Easter theme Miras too, but June bag was calling me, so I started her, and I am stitching her on, picture this plus. Let me see. I'm working on, picture this plus Jazz 32 count Jazz Belfast linen. So it has like a strikes of pinks. It's a blue color fabric. It has, let me just put, okay, this is the true color of the fabric. I worked at cry neck area, so it's still dangling. I'm still stitching. Middle start, I did middle start, so I want to make sure a little bit of this shows up on the frame part, so that's why I started this way, so modeling will show. She has a long way to go, and she has one cranic. Let me see. This is the new spool. Even though it's the same amount, but it feels like half a spool, because I think Cranic company was having a hard time finding the original spools, so they started using the bigger one. And it has one only mill heel and one charm. I could have started this one on 36 or 40 count, but because I stitched this at night or something, I'm okay doing it on a bigger count. Gives a break for my eyes. And my biggest finish that I wanted to reveal it last time, but I haven't finished it. I ran out of the silks, so I had to reorder it. It's the Mirabilia, and this is English Rose. So English Rose, I finished all the stitching, DMC stitching last year, but I didn't have enough of the silks, so I didn't want to start it. And I was right. When I started it, I ran out of it, both of my silks. So they are they don't produce these colors anymore. This chart is very old, and it's out of production chart, 1995. So this hand-dyed silks are not available now. So what I did, I got these two silk colors, and I have the other green too. So I was missing these two. I purchased these two hand-dyed silks. So I'm gonna so what I did one of the called for silks that I had, and the third one is gonna be the new color I'm gonna introduce. This way they're gonna coordinate. So these ones are the old called for. The lighter one, I'm gonna use this. So I'm hoping to have a finish on her. And there's 2 or 3 mirrors I'm very close, like this is. I just need to do the silk work, finish it. So to excuse myself, I'm gonna start a few more. Excuse me. I think those are all the cross stitching that I've worked on, or at least put few stitches. So I'm gonna show, I usually show few patterns. What I thought I will show this time, vintage patterns, if I can find them. So more oldish patterns that I had over the year, collected it, and it is 1 hour already. So if you're not into patterns, I'm not planning to stitch those ones. I'm just gonna flash some patterns that I have in my stash that I'm gonna try to stitch over the years, or I have stitched that I gifted it to the teachers. I sold it on eBay. I don't have it anymore. So those patterns, Trilogy, this was one of my favorite company. I don't see a lot of patterns coming out. I think it's the Bent Creek, and there's 3 companies, 3 designers got together. They were doing Trilogy. So anyways, this is the Easter lineup. They have a Halloween lineup, they have a Thanksgiving lineup. Trilogy, my favorite company also for Prims, Bent Creek. I love that company. I have a lot of patterns from them. Twisted Threads, Easter Gingham. I don't think it's out of production fabric, I think. So I'm just gonna do Vintage Country Mocha, which I always do. This is the Delivering Spring Country Spirit, Homespun Elegance. So I love this pattern so much. When I purchased it, I purchased 2 of them, but I have not stitched yet. So when I reach the 5,000, I do want to do the giveaway, and this is one of this, like you can see guys, it's new. I'm gonna do it giveaway. So I'm not sure if I erased it and recorded again. If I did, I have, I think, 60 or 70 subscribers away from 5,000, and I do want to celebrate, and I wanted to do something interesting, and this one is gonna be one of them. I have time still, I think, because people are subscribed and subscribed. So I want to do one prim, one mirror, and one like Lizzie Kate kind of stuff. So let's see. I'm still working on it. Country Spirits, the delivering poses, homespun elegance. They are cute pillows. If I that's what I'm not gonna frame them. I was thinking of making a few cute pillows. This is such a pretty one, and the buttons and stuff, I can add anything I want. Delivering floors. They are all homespun elegance. Delivering hope. So I call them vintage because I had them 10 plus years. Heidi's vintage, let's put it that way, so I don't get corrected. Those are vintage for me if they've been with me more than 10 years. So you're seeing Heidi's vintages. Drawn thread Easter basket. Oops. The glare. Yeah. Imaginating. When did it come out? 1987? I don't think I was even in United States 1987. So I don't think, yeah, I think I got it later on. So anyways, Imaginating. This is Isaiah 9:6. Again, Imaginating. That was another company. I loved it. I collected a whole bunch of it, and I have stitched it, gifted it, but mostly I was gifting these patterns. I would purchase it, stitch them, and gifting them. What year? I feel like this is, I can call Heidi's vintage, so not to make people correct me. All right, Faith Looks Up. This is my big toe. Again, Find Peace in Him, my big toe. Those are fast finishes and great for gifts, people who appreciate this kind of stitching. I have done it before. Love this one. I have stitched it twice. I gifted one to my kids' teacher and I sold one. Really pretty, and you can do it different ways. You don't have to use any of the called for fabrics or anything. I know I am is from the biblical saying, but there's also famous philosopher in my philosophy class, Descartes. He says, I think, therefore I am. And it, from beginning, when I heard my professor say that, I'm like, yeah. So if we don't think, we don't exist. That's famous quote, philosophy quote. I think, but therefore I am. But this one comes from the Bible. I am. And you can do it with the one color variegated floss. You can do block. You can do it the way they suggested it. There's no wrong way of doing this. Beautiful. I have stitched this before. I think I gifted to school teacher. Okay, homespun elegance. Look at this. I did not even open the sealed plastic. It's been with me so many years. This is bad. And let me see. My big toe, this one I seen it stitch with the browns, 3371, and only these parts used lighter gray color, brown and lighter gray, no hand-dyed floss, and it looks so beautiful. I think I'm gonna copy that stitcher. I just have to find her video and watch it again because she used 2 DMCs and they look amazing. Let me see. you know what, I'll just leave it here because it's been past 1 hour and I'm getting parched. I hope you guys like what you see, and you will subscribe, like, and share. And I will try to come back end of the April. I'll do another update video, then I'll do the Mira May video. Until then, I hope you guys have a happy Easter. Happy if you guys celebrated, happy Easter to everybody who celebrated. Great vacation for people who don't celebrate Easter. I wish you guys love, happiness, health. It's very important. And happy stitching. I will see you guys end of mid-April or mid-April. Let's put it that way. Love you guys. Bye.